Omni-Man is a stone cold freak. That man will smash anything. Welcome back to Smitty Snippets. I'm your host, Smitty. We will get to the disgusting nature of Omni-Man and how he just he don't care. He don't care what's in front of him. He's just gonna knock it down.
Ooh.
First, we have to deal with his depression. Omni-Man is flying through space. He's a little depressed. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's conflicted. He feels like, he loves his son, but he knows what his job is, and he's supposed to protect Viltram and live that Viltramite life. But there's too many feelings in there getting in the way, so he had to leave. And he finds an alien race that give him refuge and a little bit of booty, apparently, for saving a crew who was about to fly into a black hole by mistake. So Invincible shows up to this planet being tricked by his father and this race of people, and we're off. We start to have these strange conversations about how he has moved on. He has moved on, and
What else could you possibly?
Mark,
Who's that?
this is your little brother.
he has another kid with a grasshopper, and it is pretty horrible to think of, to watch him just sit there and kiss this roach. I don't know what race of people this is, but he gives an old tongue right there in front of his son. I don't even know. I don't this whole thing just blew my mind. Okay, this whole scene just blew my mind. How are you going to invite your son to this planet and your wife's eyes are all bulbous? You know what I'm saying? They're all sticking out and look like marbles. Huh? She got thorns on her back. And you introducing your son to this lady, and you just like, hey, yeah, this is your other mom. This is what you doing here. How lonely? How lonely do you have to be? Huh? How depressed do you need to be for you to smash a grasshopper? I don't understand. Please, somebody explain to me. I mean, are we that lonely? And he was like, he was kissing her too, like all in the mouth. I don't understand. Viltramites, man. What are you doing here? Omni-Man is a bad dad. I'm just gonna call it like I see him. All right, Omni-Man is a bad dad. So you have this kid, right? You have your son Invincible, and you leave. You whoop his ass, and you leave the entire planet, right? You talking about running from your responsibilities. So you go to this other planet, huh? And you invite your son, and your son shows up. Now you got a purple child by a grasshopper roach thing. You tonguing her in the mouth in front of your own son, right? What are you supposed to do about that? Like, I think about that. Think about you being his son. Like, put yourself in Invincible's place. You just watched your dad make out with a grasshopper, and now they got a purple child, and your mom is at home crying over this dude, right? You can't go home and tell her. You can't tell her at all. Like, what? How do you think that's gonna come across? Like, she already crying at his grave and stuff, and she feels bad about this whole situation. Now you got to go home and tell her that he traded you in for a purple kid and a roach. You got to go tell her that. And I would you I'd bring her a picture too. Like, this is what this is what they traded you in for right here. This is mom number two. I don't understand what are Viltramites doing, man. What is going on this planet? What they're not being raised right.
Mark,
Who's that?
this is your little brother.
You gotta be.
So Omni-Man is trying to convince Invincible that he needs to stay, that these people need help, right? And that he needs to help get his little purple brother to safety because they're all going to be destroyed. Again, Omni's fault, Omni-Man's fault, and Invincible got to try to clean this up before the Viltramites show up and destroy everything. They found out that Omni-Man has left his post and that they just finna come wreck shop. So, and he's asked for Invincible's help, and that's where we're at. So Invincible takes his other mom to this cave and hides their kid back there. So everybody seems to be struggling with something in this episode. Adam Eve is struggling with the fact that she feels like her powers, based on what her father thinks, are a hindrance, meaning they cause more damage than they do good. And she's struggling to try to figure out, or trying to see the lighter side of that. Mark's mother is trying to figure out why she should keep going when her entire life has been wrapped around Omni-Man and her son, and she feels like she's not worth anything. So she's trying to find herself. And yeah, we got the two brothers. They're trying to figure out which one is the clone. But the main story is around Omni-Man and Mark, and the hilarity that he now has a brother that he has to protect, and his second mom, and they got to figure out how to save them because the Viltramites are not coming anymore. They're here, and Mark and Omni-Man have to stop this invasion, and they did a pretty good job. I think the fight was pretty awesome. I loved watching them take out these people, and Mark himself has to come to terms with the fact that he, being the person that he is, he has to sometimes let go of that feeling of not wanting to hurt someone, because if he doesn't learn how to kill, then the people he loves or the people he cares about most could be killed in return. So he 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 has to learn how to be able to do that. And I thought that was a pretty good lesson. But the yeah, that's basically it for this episode. But the biggest lesson is that Omni Man is a terrible father. He's an awful father, a terrible human being, and he does not take care of responsibilities. Why is it always the worst human beings get like the best powers, the most money? Why is that always the thing? I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. Like if you like this episode, you enjoyed this episode, let me know what you thought. I can't wait for episode 5. We'll talk about that. Probably put out another video maybe later on this afternoon or tomorrow. We'll see. But I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you to my subscribers. You guys make my day. And I'll see you on the next video, man. I love y'all. Peace.